good? What it do? And what's poppin'? It is your boy MarcusJDestin back with another episode of InstaViews. I want to thank Les the Genius for the last episode of InstaViews, having a flashback, throwback to episode 1 technically. But thank you, Les. It was a dope ass episode. A lot of people viewing it on the podcast, so I appreciate y'all. Don't forget that you can view these episodes on YouTube as well as my Instagram, as well as in a podcast audio version available everywhere, wherever it is you stream a podcast. Just put in InstaViews or put in MarcusJDestin and it'll pop right up. And I mean, if you need to listen on the go, I got you, baby. But today, without further ado, I got one of my favorite people. All these people be my favorite people, but they really do. They just all my favorite people, you know what I'm saying? One of my favorite people here with me today. This is family, but I'm going to keep it professional. SellersMedia, a.k.a. CL. How are you feeling, baby?
I'm coolin', bro. Appreciate you.
Nah, man, I appreciate you for making time. CL's a busy young man. I can't even call him a kid no more, but I grew up with CL. Babysitting in the backyard. We did a little bit of everything. We church, all that stuff. I was thinking about it the other day, and we was in the backyard. We was in the backyard with it. We traveled all over, man, and everywhere. When I say family, this is like blood family, like blood, like this real family. So, I appreciate CL, and it's just awesome seeing how well he's grown and just like how successful of a businessman he is. So I'm going to call him a photographer, but I'm also going to throw in entrepreneur as well and inspirer. Like he does a lot of variety of things, and we'll get into that more. But without further ado, we are going to go right into a game we like to call Make It Quick. All right. So CL, I'm going to give you a warning like I give everybody else. People take Make It Quick kind of serious, the people that listen to it, all right? So it's a few of us that listen, you know what I'm saying? But the few that do listen, they take it pretty serious, all right? So they got on Free. They got on Maya when she made some decisions like Beyonce or Rihanna. She said the wrong thing. Some people didn't like it. So I'm not going to say it's going to affect your fan base. But what I'm going to say is you don't just think about it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, before you make it quick, all right?
I got you.
All right, bet. So let's get right into it. For question number 1, would you rather be able to detect any lie you hear or get away with any lie you tell?
Detect any lie I hear.
Okay, why?
Because if I'm making a business deal, I can hear who's trying to get over on me and who's not.
Told you, he don't stop thinking about that money, man. He don't stop thinking about that business, man. That's a true entrepreneur. All right, never hear music again or lose your taste buds.
Lose my taste buds.
Okay, all right. Richest person in the world or the smartest?
Smartest.
Okay. Job of your dreams without the family or an average job with the family?
Like my family?
Mm-hmm.
Average job with my family. I'm nothing without family.
Like, look, humble. He's a humble beast, y'all. Create history or delete it?
Create.
Of course. Brush your teeth with hot sauce or brush your teeth with ranch?
Hot sauce.
I was thinking the same thing. That ranch is gonna just feel like kind of milky, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a whole thing. I don't want, you know what I mean? You ever eat like some sour cream and onion, like so? That's why I feel like that's what's gonna be. Pizza every day or pizza never again?
Pizza never again.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of pizza. Like I can go without pizza. I'm kind of cool. Stuck in traffic or really slow internet connection?
Ooh, stuck in traffic. I hate internet slow.
Look, okay, yeah, because I feel like everything we do revolves around a rather quick internet. So, and traffic, I can sit in and get some work done. So, last one: high IQ or photogenic memory? Mm-hmm. Ponder on that. Mm-hmm.
High IQ.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like I might go with the photogenic memory. Ain't nobody asked me, but I think I'm gonna go with the photogenic.
I'm thinking like, say if you in high school though, you looking at different test answers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Easy A's.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't know if that high IQ though. I don't have to have a photogenic memory.
The photogenic memory can scar you though if you see something that you don't want to see.
That's true. So is it like a permanent photogenic? Yeah, that's right. Because if I snap a picture of the wrong thing, like seeing somebody I don't want to see naked or something like that, then I'm gonna be like, all right, man, I'll just go ahead and take the whole brain out. Let me start all over again.
Exactly.
All right, bet. So that was easy. CL quick on his feet, man. How have you been?
I've been good so far. I just got off of lockdown from taking pictures, so I'm finally back at work.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, I've been good.
Okay. So let people know. Well, how have you spent your quarantine?
Been trying to be as productive as possible, trying to learn any new skill. So I've been looking at like stock options and stuff, and trying to figure out the best way to edit my work in the fastest way possible. Because the shoot's starting to book up now, so I need to find the most effective way to get my day work back out. And just making sure I write all my goals and checking them every day, so we can make those into reality.
You already work pretty fast from the one time that we shot together, and you get a lot done in one sitting. So I think to hear you say that means that you are still trying to be efficient in these times. I'm assuming that everybody is like, with the states opening up at different rates and different paces, people are starting to get their graduation photos. They're getting all type of pictures. They want to get back out there. Have you seen an increase? I'm assuming you've seen an increase in business in the last 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How do you handle that as a young man, young black man in this world, quarantine? How do you do it?
I'm handling it pretty well because I prayed for it. I was like, yo, I need some sheets to start rolling in. I'd be bored in the house. I'm getting tired of looking at the ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah. And sending YouTube videos. Someone sleeps with me now.
Yeah.
So,
that makes sense.
I've been chilling. I've been trying to just stay on top of everything so I don't get behind.
Mm-hmm. How do you do that? Like, how do you maintain this? And this was further down, but like, we're just gonna get into it. How do you maintain that as a young man? You're in college. A lot of people's mindset isn't where yours is. How did you condition yourself? How did you bring yourself to have this type of work ethic and focus on things this way, as opposed to, well, I'm trying to hit the party, I'm trying to hit the club, I'm trying to do this, or finding the balance between the two?
All right, so long story short, long story short, I used to work at Chick-fil-A and all that, and then when I started taking pictures and everything, I realized that I cannot work under somebody. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I mentally I just can't listen to someone tell me what to do, and tell me when days to work and all that stuff. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, well, in order for me to be financially free and to be able to do whatever I want to, whenever I want to, I had to know how to basically have the discipline to do this and that at certain times, and just basically be smart with my decisions to make money in the long run. So I'm just trying to make sure I have everything set in place to where I don't really have to work under nobody. I'm just working for myself, and I still have enough money to be free and do whatever I feel like.
Yeah. At what age did that how old are you right now? And then what age did that mindset kick in?
I'm 19. It kicked in at 16 when I first got my car. Cause that's when I was like, I can start moving around a little bit. That's when I first started actually working at Chick-fil-A when I got my car. So I was like, this ain't it. And I was like, I'll never work in a food place again.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I've been there before. Working at Subway, that was one of the times I was like, just a smaller step than what you've taken, just being more along the lines of, I never want to work in food industry, around food. I don't want to serve food to nobody, regardless of the place. Like, people just be feeling all types of ways and feeling themselves and coming home smelling like the place that you work at all the time. And that ain't the wave no more, man. I ain't trying to do all that.
It get worse.
Yeah. And I don't want nobody. I'm much like you. I don't want to hear nobody talking in my ear. I also can't imagine myself working a job where somebody's just telling me what to do, how to do it all the time.
Especially when you're not happy there.
Right.
I mean, I can do what I like to do, other than you yelling at me, telling me to do something I already don't like doing.
Right. And you got a creative mind too, so I'm sure that for me, I'm gonna speak from my perspective, and then you can correct me when I'm wrong. But for me, as a creative, my mind is going 1,000 miles a minute all the time anyway. Yeah. So then adding that additional thing of doing something I don't want to do, as opposed to me constantly thinking about the things I could be doing or that I want to do or I love to do, it just agitates me even more. And then somebody got to get this agitation. I don't know who it's going to be, but I'm going to fire off. I'm going to tee off on somebody at some point. And I don't know who it is, but somebody's going to catch it.
No cap.
All right. So where are you from? What do you rep? You know what I mean? Let the people know.
So I'm from the Hampton. That's wow.
Hampton? You from Hampton?
I'm from Hampton, Virginia.
Yeah.
I moved to Suffolk when I was like 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
So I've basically been here like majority of my life. So
okay. Yeah. So when I say I've known CL and his brother, actually his whole family, I'm just gonna put it in a box, but we just talk about CL. I've known CL since he was not a baby, but maybe since he was 9. Maybe older than that.
Before that one.
Before that?
Maybe like when I was like 7.
Yeah, we used to go to King's Dominion. We used
Yeah,
to we used to
deep,
we
deep.
used to Children's Church. We used to run the Children's Church. Me and Kayla, shout out to Kayla, and Genesis. And we'll talk about these people. These are names that'll come up later because these are people that CL still works with to this day. But we used to do we used to go. When I say we used to go everywhere, we had late night church services. We would do spending the night over their crib, playing video games all night, and this like and watching everybody grow up. Yeah,
Creed.
Creed. But listen, we once I moved, we still had the same connection to everything. Marvel
Yeah,
movies, with the
everything.
same things we was doing at the crib was the same things we were still into after we moved like miles and miles apart, Virginia, South Dakota. Like Creed is my man. Don't even get me started. I'm not even.
We was late in that movie.
That movie was so fire, man. If you ain't seen Creed, go watch Creed, man. Y'all about to get me mad. I'm about to turn this whole interview off and go watch Creed right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lucky. So when did you decide to commit to photography, entrepreneurship full time? So I'm assuming we kind of just answered that question, but was there a certain day that you were like, I can do this full time?
I decided to do it full time when after I was doing my brother's football pictures for free, because that's when I actually like started really taking pictures for real in
Yeah.
school. But after his teammates started asking me how much he charged for pictures, I was like, hold on, I can charge for these. Hold on. I was like, yeah, that sounds good. And then this ain't easy too. I was like, this ain't fun.
Yeah.
I paid. But yeah, after I heard that money, when it was like, yeah, how much you charge? I was like, yeah, I'm about to start taking this serious. I already like doing it. It's already fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I can go far with it. So I was like, yeah, let's make it happen. Go ahead and pay me.
Easy. Yeah. You talking money. I'm gonna be like, yeah, oh, I didn't know I could make money off of this. Yeah, let me go ahead and do this.
And it transitioned from that to doing studio shots because my mom used to always get your photographers to take pictures and they'll bring their studio stuff to our house.
Yeah.
I'm like, you paying them? You need to pay me.
To be honest, to be honest, I've been to CL studio. He got a. This is not like one of them. I'm not downplaying nobody creatives because you know I support the creatives 100,000%. But this ain't no rinky dink studio setup. He got various colors of the studio backgrounds. If you've ever seen his photos, SellersMedia, go look. You know, you can pause this and go look at his photos. We talking top notch, top quality stuff. He shot stuff for me in the studio and outside the studio. My profile picture for the longest time was a shot that he took. It's like one of my favorite headshots ever, along with Wu Ghostface. Both of them just took phenomenal pictures, and they just, they young men that just know what they want and just have this eye. I always tell him he got this eye. CL's got this eye about himself, and I just don't know. Did you start taking pictures in church?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Benita needed help taking
Okay.
pictures, and she was like, "Here, help me out real quick."
Mm-hmm.
And I took in church. She was like, "Oh, I like those, and that's when I was like, "All right, if you like them, I'm gonna just keep doing it."
Yeah.
I
What kind of camera was it? Like a regular or like off the phone?
like those or like a little Nikon camera, with like
Mm-hmm.
one of them cameras that with the lens come out the camera, like not
Mm-hmm.
the actual lens. It's like, but yeah, one of those.
No.
Yeah, those and like the little film cameras, the little yellow look.
Yeah.
Yeah, those.
Well, you started off in the gutter with the photos. You was in there deep for real with the little ching. You gotta pop them out, take them to Walgreens, get them developed. Yeah, I was taking photos in church. My photos never came out good. They were too blurry. I was too nervous. I was like, I don't want to be in the way. Somebody start bucking and catching the Holy Spirit. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. So once you committed to photography full time, I always like to get this different perspective of how did your parents feel about this committing to photography full time? Now I know both your parents, and I feel like I know what the answer is going to be, but just so other people can hear it, what was it like in your social circle once you committed to photography and told them this is what you wanted to do, and even in your first steps to get the studio and your first pictures come out, what was that like?
Well, as in social circle, like with my so-called friends back then when I first started, it was a group. Well, they weren't really like my friends, nothing, but it was just people that was like older than me that took pictures and stuff in the school and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first started, they was like, oh, he trying to copy, he trying to hop on the wave and all that stuff. But the whole time I hopped on the way through church through my aunt from me taking pictures, but they don't know that. So I was like, all right, well, whatever. You can hate, you're gonna be on the bandwagon later on. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so after that, told my mom and dad, I was like, yeah, I'm about to start taking pictures for real. You already know my dad like did a little bit of media and all that stuff in church too. So he was all for it. He was like, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna do this, you need to learn how to do this, this, and this. Go ahead, get all the equipment you need. And we basically, me and him both pitched in on buying me a camera for Christmas. So got that camera. That's when it took off. I had my first actual camera with a detachable lens. That's when I started taking more pictures outside. Marlon was like a model back then at that point, because I was like, bro, come on outside, we got to take pictures. And that's when people just started hitting me up. And my mom was like, well, since my mom always take pictures all the time too, I was taking her pictures literally every day. Like church, anytime she put an outfit on, taking her pictures. And she was all for it. She was like, I'm going to just model for you, make you better at this point, because you just going to keep getting practice with me too. And then they both started advertising my work. And then that's when more and more people came. Bonita started advertising, more and more people came. And me and Amaya both started taking pictures together. And then we started moving together with doing weddings, events, and all that. And that's when we really started leveling up after that.
And I'm watching all this stuff happen, like, and it didn't take no time. And I think that's like this is where I bring more of the spiritual side and things. Like, once you're doing what you're supposed to be doing or what God got like ordained for you, really you gonna go fast, and sometimes you're gonna go a lot faster than what you anticipated. So I'm watching this whole time, looking at y'all, and I'm like, both you and Amaya, first of all, we're taking phenomenal pictures and putting out top quality work. That was number one. We ain't talking about, oh, let me come shoot you, and it's just somebody random, really ain't got no vision, really ain't got nothing. Like, they can just catch you in this way that you be like, shoot, I look like that? Because even I was looking at these photos like, hold on, I'm kind of handsome. I ain't know you managed to catch a little light on me. I ain't know I was that handsome. But also knowing your parents, your mom, well, both of them are always in the spotlight. Both of them are always seen. You know what I'm saying? And always like that. And so I think that it was dope that you were able to practice on your parents to shoot and develop your craft. So I just think that's always dope as hell when the people around you genuinely support. And of course, the haters are now your fans too, and I'm sure they're asking for shoots and for advice too as well.
It's actually crazy the amounts.
Listen, flex on them, please, because humble beast, everybody. He's a humble beast. You know what I'm saying? He can't flex, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say y'all should have been on it. Okay, y'all should have been on it. We knew it. You should have knew it when we knew it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Look, okay, all right. Look, he better than me. So who are your top 2 inspirations for photography, whether to get started or right now, either or?
Like in general, or just like photographers?
In general, because you do more than photography, so who's your top 2 inspirations in general?
My top 2, all right, so look, who I go to for motivation the most, like listening wise, because I'm like, we spiritual and everything. Harvey connects with me more on the spiritual side.
Okay.
Because he always basically linking up the Bible and his work ethic and how he became a millionaire and all that stuff, where he at today and his success. And then Kevin Hart for how many things he's doing at one time and how he's basically a millionaire from like 10 different streams of income. I think it's like crazy to me how he just do all that at one time. So it basically motivates me to be like, well, I only got 2 streams of income right now. I need to step that up, find something to do, find another talent, skill, whatever, and learn something. So yeah, them 2 for real. And then my mom and dad for just leading the way and helping me out. And then my mom, just watching her journey the whole way to where she's at now and how God's unfolding everything for her right now is motivating me to always trust God in the process, because it might not come when I want it to, but it's going to come at some point. So, yeah.
Listen, it don't get no better than that. Next question. As a young man that was a very good answer. As a young man in the game, and I'm going to even throw as a young black man in the game right now, are there any pressures that you feel or that, that come that others either may not know, or the obvious ones, obviously being a young black man, a young black entrepreneur in this world that we live in?
I feel like, pressure for me is knowing how much my work is worth, but trying to appeal to my clients and stuff to make sure I don't lose no clients, but I'm not cheating myself at the same time by the prices I'm giving out. That's actually what I'm struggling with right now, because you seen like the past week I was just dropping posts back to back, and it felt like the amount of love I was getting, that my work should be priced a little bit higher than what it is now. I feel like I'm lowballing myself for all the work that I was putting in. So I was like, I might have to change that in a few, because can't be doing all these pictures, editing all this, and not really feeling like I'm getting the money's worth for it, especially when I'm buying all this new camera equipment. But other than like the price and all that, really just having older people look at me like I'm actually that good. Like I don't want nobody looking at me like, oh, he young, he not there yet. None of that. I want them to come to me regardless of how old I am. I could be 10 snapping, and
Yeah.
that's be my client. So yeah.
Okay. And I saw that post today about, it was today or yesterday, I can't remember. I watched so much stuff. I think it was today that you were asking about the changing of the
Yeah.
prices, and that's got to be that. I think I told you, or I mentioned it before when we tried to do this, like the Noah family thing, that like giving yourself more and don't let people. My worst fear, and this is also me from a distance, right? And this is me all the way in South Dakota watching. My worst fear was, I've witnessed before people start a business that are involved in church, and then the people in church want the discount, and that it's always a thing in black business. Like when people want the discount, that people want they want the lookout, they want to, you know what I'm saying, like hold me down, and that hold me down and the lookout does not get you where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? And it does not. It also depletes the purpose, because when you finally stop looking out and then put a price of what your worth is,
It goes.
they ghost very, very quickly, and the support goes down, and then they feel like, oh, well, he feeling himself. Well, no, I know my worth and I know my value, so why should I deplete that because you don't see my worth and my value, and it ain't even on you to see it. First of all, you know what I'm saying?
Like the crazy thing is, like I've been thinking all the time, looking like even if I change my prices, no matter how high I change it, God gonna give me clients that's gonna want my work, because they gonna know how my work is, how my work is valued and all that. They gonna know my worth even if they not my friends or whatever. Like someone's gonna buy my stuff. So
For sure, that's the bottom line, and it doesn't. The other thing is, with you putting out what you put out now, you get, if you raise your prices with the young man that you are now, everybody is not like, that's the other thing too. You got to remember context. But with the young man that you are and the work ethic that you have, the money that comes in from you raising your prices automatically is gonna go back into your work.
yeah,
So it's not like you raising the prices just to sit on some more dough. You raising the prices to increase the experience. Yeah.
quality, everything.
Yeah. Like why would I just buy this and be like, well, I'm gonna keep the same camera, keep the same lens, keep the same studio, and not develop my craft? Like, no, you're gonna have to, I already know it and I can already see it. You're gonna get so big, you're gonna be bigger than where your studio is now. Like, you're gonna have to start renting out a space specifically to shoot. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can already see it, and it's not going to take too much longer. And the people that want to support you, they going to support you. And it's kind of like, unfortunately, you got to weed out those that don't. Like,
Yeah.
and the prices you put up, I was like, that's it. That's all I was like. I was like, that's it, because my favorite shot from you is the in the wild, the Tarzan, more specifically the Tarzan shot.
Yeah,
And
the one with the 3 guys.
yeah, with the three guys. And I love that kaleidoscope
Yeah.
shot that you have there. And I'm looking at these like, these belong in a magazine. Like, it's a cologne ad, or it's a shirt ad, or it's something that belongs in a magazine. And eventually, at some point, your studio either is going to go beyond just a studio and you're going to be doing some other stuff moving forward, or you're just going to be bigger than the space you are in now. That I can just see it clear as day. You know what I'm saying? But
What you just said might come to pass in like 2 weeks.
see, and some people, like, when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, when you do what you're supposed, and me and CL ain't had no previous conversations to this. I don't look at his, I don't count his ducats, I don't count his pockets. You just know, because some people with work ethic and the real ones, they just got it like that, and they gonna be blessed like that.
But I just started submitting my stuff to magazines, so hopefully they'll start rolling in.
Yeah,
I'm not even worried about the money, to be honest with you. I already know that's gonna come. Like God gonna make that happen.
he got why? Because why would he give you the talent if he won't go? Like, you gonna turn this to a whole different type of interview, type of discussion. But you're right. Like, why would God give me the talent? Why would he give me this ability if he wasn't going to pave the way for me to do the things I need to? You know what I'm saying? And take care of me. Like, he would never give me more than I can bear. I can't imagine he would give me a talent with no way to fund the talent, increase the creativity, or give me the audience to do it. So,
Exactly.
all right, I'm gonna shut up now. Next question. So with those pressures that come, how do you combat those pressures?
You said what?
How do you, those pressures you mentioned before, how do you combat those?
By basically just knowing that God's gonna figure out a way for me. Like, he gonna open up a door, give me an idea, or I'm gonna run into somebody that's gonna give me advice and to like basically help me out, so I can basically minimize my stress level on that, my stress level on those type of stuff. So I try my best just to stay focused and to have everything laid out to where I can knock all the hard stuff out the way first, and then branch out to the easiest stuff to where I have less stress and less pressure on me.
Makes sense. Do you consider yourself a perfectionist or overthinker when it comes to distributing like photography?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Like it depends on what shoot it is, because some shoots, nah, I lie. I don't see myself as a perfectionist, but at the same time, it's basically both. Because we be like, say if it's a concert or something that we want to do, after I see one picture, I be like, yo, we good. Like, because I'm gonna be like, yo, we good. We don't even got to take any more pictures. All right, I'm fine with this one right here. But then it'll be either a model or somebody that convinced me to be like, now we gotta get this exact shot. We gotta get this exact shot. And I don't duck for no challenge. So I'm gonna be like, yo, come on. All right, let's get it. At this point, I'm gonna make it better than they photo. So let's go. Let's get to it.
This energy, man, I'm loving this, and you got me hype. I'm about to run through a brick wall or something like that. I don't even, you know what I'm saying?
I turn that group chat up too.
That was the other thing. I was just about to mention that group chat. So like, CL is ahead of his time, to be honest, and he is a lot older. And he's a very wise young man. No, we're gonna say that he's a wise young man. Today he put up a post and asked like, how many people want to be a part of a group chat? Basically just entrepreneurs motivating each other. And he, got people responded, people thing. Next thing I know, he did not hesitate at all. He didn't just challenge himself. He challenged all of us to wake up at 8 a.m., get to it throughout the week. And like, we going to check in on each other. And then at the end of the week, we going to reflect on what we did and see what we got done. And it wasn't one of those, hey guys, you can do it. Like, it wasn't one of those, like, we're not talking like no Care Bear motivation. He was like, we going to see who fold in here because everybody ain't going to make it. And I was like, the football part of my mind was like, yes, sir, you did right. I was like, yes, sir. And to be honest, that was the push I needed, because I was like, okay, I'm already working, but let me sleep in till noon because I stayed up late last night. Like, you know what I'm saying? That ain't getting much done. And age is a weird thing, right? Because it goes back to what you said. No matter how young or how old you are, people can go back and look at you and be like, you know what, this young man motivated me. But no, it's just CL is just a dope dude that just has that mind of, if I know I'm a win. I know I'm a win. No cocky stuff. I'm just blessed enough to do it. The question is, how can my winning also get you winning? And we gonna move from there. So that's why he does much more than just photography. You really got to listen to what he says. CL, real quick, this wasn't one of the questions. Describe the scripture in your profile and what that means to your hustle.
Rebecca 2:2.
Yes, sir.
So I got that scripture from Steve Harvey, and it's crazy because it's my goals and everything right here. But I got the scripture from Steve Harvey, and basically the scripture says, write your vision and make it plain, and God will make it happen. So every goal I have, everything I want to do in life, I got it written down, and I'm praying that God will make it happen sometime in the future or whenever it's ready for me to happen. But yeah, that's like something I live by. That's my screensaver. My screensaver got Rebecca 2:2, and then my goal that I got for every month. So, and everything I want to do in my lifetime. So yeah, it's just a reminder to make sure I trust God that He gonna make it happen regardless of how long it takes.
And you even had a post a couple months ago, or maybe it was last year, of you pushing other people to have, what was it, 300 goals?
Yeah, it was last year.
So explain that to me. Explain that.
All right, so that's something else I got from Steve Harvey. So in the video, he was like, I challenge y'all to write down 300 things that you want in life, that you want to do, that you want God to make happen in your life. But he was like, after you get around like 50 things you write down, you're going to get stuck. So you have to actually push through to write down extra things that you really don't really think of, like anything. Then you can be like, I want a new car, new house, this color car, this certain car, new phone, new camera, whatever, write it down. So I was like, if I'm getting this information, I'm inspired by it. Maybe someone else will be inspired by it. So after I made a post, I started tagging my friends, because me being me, I just want all my friends to eat too. I don't like just me doing something. My friends still sitting down looking at the ceiling. I'm like, bro, you don't need to be working no jobs. Like, come on, start investing in yourself. Do this. So start tagging people. They started doing their stuff too. And I got like 10 people to write down their 300 goals. And we all still to this day, I still check on them and make sure they have their goals right now. They looking at them and all that. So hopefully we all can look. whole time I wrote this, I started writing this down like in September. So when September hit, I'm gonna see how much I checked off in here.
Mm-hmm. Does that get nerve wracking? Are you racing against yourself to accomplish these goals, or is it naturally happening?
It's actually naturally happening. I'm not like, I'm not really, because some days I forget to look at my binder, like my notes and stuff. Like, I actually went like a whole week without looking at my notes, but I look back at it and then some stuff would actually happen and stuff. So I was like, oh snap,
Yeah.
trying to get back to it.
Yeah. Okay. I love it, man. I love all this. So we got some questions from the audience, and then we'll go into a few more questions. I'm not gonna keep you here long. I got a whole listen. I got like 2 pages worth of questions, but we're gonna bust it down a little bit because I ain't trying to keep you here all night. I know you've been up all night. So some of the audience questions. What's one thing you wish you knew when you started taking photos?
I wish I knew how to keep everything in focus, and I wish I knew how to pose people. I still to this day suck at posing people.
Okay.
That's like that's just me personally not being good at communication though. Like
really,
I like it's weird. Like when it comes to like being on stage or having to talk in front of a whole bunch of people, I tend to like stutter a lot and get stuck on my words because my brain thinks so fast. Like I start messing up my words and stuff. So when it comes to like posing people, it's just for me because I'm so like strict on being like. It's weird because most girls can like pose girls without no problem. I just can't see myself doing like a girly pose trying to show the model to do it.
Got you. I got you.
So I try to talk them through it, but sometimes they don't understand what I'm saying. So I have to be like, have to take one for the team. Try to do it out.
I feel you.
So I'm trying to work on that because other photographers that do it like so fluently, like they'd be like, oh yeah, do this, do that, and then the pose be coming out hard. I'm like, hold on, I didn't know how to do that.
Man. Yeah. Okay. Among your works, what's your favorite?
And my favorite pictures I've taken.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to look at them right now.
Okay.
From these past 2 weeks, the jungle one that you said it was your favorite.
Tough.
Yeah, this one, if y'all can see it, y'all can't.
I'm gonna plug them in here.
All right, la. So yeah, the jungle one, Genesis bike shoot was hard to me.
Tough.
That's hard to me. I got an old one with my friend Kamaya. She's like in the paper, and the paper is like right around her.
Oh, that was now. Listen, I still was trying to figure out how you did that one, because that was tough. The little 3D photo shoot with the brown, right, and the red. Was it brown and red?
I'm tweaking now. I don't know.
Maybe I got the wrong photo shoot.
It's orange.
It's orange. Okay, it's orange. That was tough.
My friend Jocelyn, her jank, she had the fire in her hands.
That was tough too. That was like the hot girl summer. I called that the hot girl summer in my head. Tough. What's a difficult challenge you faced in your craft?
Trying not to get too comfortable with just doing studio shoots and doing the same basic thing in the stool. That's why you don't see me post all my studio shoots. I get tired of looking at people sitting down in a chair. But like that comes with me not having my own studio yet, so I can't really have that much props in my house.
Yeah.
So until I get my own studio, I'm probably gonna be seeing the same stuff. That's why I don't really post it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to start posting more outdoor shoots so I can give a variety.
Yeah, and you do give a variety. I saw Ty showed me a couple of her shots, but then I see the jungle shot, and then I see like you're everywhere. And you know the spaces that really fit the personalities of the people that you shoot, which I also think is something else that's important. Like every photographer is not going to be able to just like it's more than just pointing and clicking, you know. Yeah. How do you match that up? How do you get the vision? Like when somebody comes to you and they say, CL, I want you to shoot. Like I want you to shoot something for me. What does that process look like?
So every time someone texts me and be like, I'm gonna shoot, I be like, all right, cool, lock them in a date, and then I go straight to either scrolling through my page or someone else's page, Pinterest, YouTube. Majority of the time I go on YouTube and Pinterest and I just watch videos of people taking pictures of other models and stuff, doing photography challenges, trying to figure out the best creative way to do stuff and not just be boring for real. And then I go to Pinterest and look for different types of concepts that link in some type of way. And then I create like a little board that has different poses, different styles of things, different color backdrops, colors. Like everything, and then I send it to them, and then we come with that idea together, and then that basically be it. But most of the time, like with Genesis and Kayla shoots, we just do stuff off the fly.
Yeah.
Like, and when we come together, we plan to do something else. We plan to do something, but majority of the time it come out better because usually we under pressure because they're always late for everything. So
don't come up here and start no beef now. All right, come on.
So we always have, but we work better under pressure. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we had time to do everything. It will probably not end up as good as it would under pressure. Yeah. We always have something else to do throughout the scheduled time we have for the shoot.
Yeah, unbiasedly, because I love all three of y'all, but I love Kayla and Genesis. I think all of my favorite shots outside of the jungle one have come from you working with Genesis and Kayla. The one with the purple couch, and then the one.
I forgot about
that. That looked like it was really supposed to be in some magazine somewhere, man. I'm not holding you. That was so tough. And you captured them in a different light that typically we don't see them in. And then your newest one with Genesis was just phenomenal, man. It had a whole different feel to it, whole different touch to it. So these are some other questions that kind of popped up. What kind of tools and programs do you use post-processing, and what's your work method and timeline?
All right, so after I finish a shoot, I load them up all in Lightroom. The app is called Lightroom, and then they choose their pictures from there. Like, they pick their favorites from there from the shoot, and then after that, I put them in. Well, it depends if it's an outdoor shoot or not. But majority of the time, I edit through Lightroom, and then if it's like a portrait or something, I'll edit in Photoshop to make sure the skin and everything is like OD crisp, no like imperfections or anything. And then after that, I go back to Lightroom, put the preset on it, different colors and stuff, and figure out how I like, what mood I'm going for. And then if it's like a special effect or anything, like the fire photo shoot, I'll put them on my phone and then go on PixArt and then edit through there and add all the fire, all the different effects and stuff. So, yeah.
How long does that take you to get done?
It depends how much I like to shoot.
Oh, okay, yeah. Word.
Yeah, if the photos is OD hard, then I'm probably gonna, as soon as we take the pictures, I'm probably gonna try to get to those right away.
Okay.
Like that's why I was dropping every day the past 2 weeks. I felt like everything was OD hard, everything was OD hard. Let's go, let's drop. So, but yeah, on regular basis, I usually try to get everything finished within 1 to 2 days. Man. But now it's getting pushed back a little bit to like 2 to 3 days because work starting to load up.
Yeah.
So, and I'm getting busier and busier, so I need to figure out like a little time to where I just sit down and edit.
Yeah, that's not a bad turnaround though. Like a couple of days, I'm not mad at that. I know you had our pictures in hand, within an hour. Yeah, that same day. We were sitting there looking at each other, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm done." I was like, "Huh? Oh, okay."
But with the group chat, that's why I made the group chat though, so I can make sure I'm motivated to get up and make sure I edit all my pictures before the deadline. Because I know if I want to wake up on time, I'm gonna be waking up at like 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Then I'm behind. I got photo shoots right after I wake up, and then busy in the afternoons.
Yeah, but I mean, the quarantine will do it to you. But that's the other part about it is we gotta force ourselves to get up and get active. And it was more than just entrepreneurship. He was talking about homework. Like, I'm taking summer classes right now, so I can make sure I graduate in May. And I'm like, me sleeping in until noon, that's 3 hours. Oh, I thought that was me. I'm like sleeping in. That don't do me no good. Like, you know what I'm saying though. So whatever. I need to be up anyway. How do you learn to take better pictures?
How did I learn to take better pictures? I think it just came from me watching YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I always would watch YouTube videos of like this is a girl named J.cole, I think, on YouTube. But she always did like fashion shoots, and it would be like a challenge. It'd be like 4 photographers shoot 1 model, and then each photographer would shoot the same model in the same location, but they'll all have their own different vibe to it and their own angles and everything. So I was like, well, that's tough. I want to do that. I want to be able to have that preset, that type of quality and everything. So it first went from me trying to learn how to edit and everything to my actual settings in my camera and the lenses I had. So the lenses changed the whole quality of my image. The camera changed the quality. And now that I got figured out certain presets on my on Lightroom, it gave a whole different mood to pictures, like Genesis pictures, for example. I put a new preset on that, and that gave it a whole summery feel and all that. So really just trying to learn from people I look up to or that I watch all the time and try and make my quality as good as theirs or even better.
Yeah. Okay. Um, what do you look for while shooting in the field? Like what adjustments? What do you look for? What adjustments do you need to make in the field? In the field being wherever you are outside of your studio, and then in the studio.
Like just in general, like with my camera.
Yeah, just in general.
So like if I'm out, the adjustment I'm trying to figure out how bright is the sun? Like are we in dead like direct sunlight? Are we like near sundown to where the sun is like light on the face and everything? Like how harsh the sun is basically. So that shade, like my lighting, the shade, different angles, how fast I need to take your pictures in case you start sweating your edges out.
Because listen, you put me in two poses, I'm already sweating, so don't. Yeah.
But yeah, like it really varies for real. But like how fast we can do something, and like going in the street when I did Jatia's pictures, we try to go in the street.
Yeah.
And cars coming. So like, how fast can we do this without getting ran over?
Yeah, because I saw that in one of them pictures. It was a car right there. I didn't know if you edited that in there or that was a real car. That looked like a real car, and I was like, oh, y'all living on the edge over there, huh? Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your gear for those that are getting started. For those that want to follow down this path that you've taken. Give me the simple part of what gear you use to get the photos that you do.
What I started off with, like officially started off with, I'm not going to even mention the little Nikon with the lens that was inside of that. My first camera, my first camera was a Canon Rebel T6, and it came with a kit lens on it. That's all you really need for a camera, because it's not really like the camera and everything cool, and it gives you better quality and everything, but how you edit it, because you can take pictures off your phone. If you edit them good, they can still come out OD hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I got the Rebel T6 kit lens, but then after that, I was like, well, I need to up my quality a little bit. That's when Bonita had like a little better camera than mine. I want that camera. So then I went and bought that camera after I saved up money from the first camera, and we got that camera. And then I bought the lens that every photographer has. I was like, what lens does every photographer have? That's the most versatile lens for everything. And then found out it was a 24 through 70 2.8, and that jank was not cheap. Boy, that jank took forever to say before.
What's the price range for that lens?
$1,500.
Oh my Jesus! Oh my God! What?
Yeah, dude.
And so, how much was the camera? What's the price range for the camera itself?
The camera I got was like $700, $800.
Yeah. Oh my God! What? For real?
Yeah, bro. Them janks is not cheap.
A good investment though. I'm not. Hey, good. I'm sure it's well worth it. I can't believe it. I'm sorry. That lens just took me $1,500. That's a little down payment on a little hoopty car. You know what I'm saying? You can pay for a little vehicle.
Yeah.
Hey, but you see this money go into the camera. Do you hesitate in the investment? Do you think like, man, this could go somewhere else? No, you just go right into it.
Like after I set the goal and I'd be like, I'm saving up for this. I save up for it. Once I get it, gone.
Yeah.
I automatically after I buy it, I be like, I'm gonna get the money back. I'm not worried.
I mean, listen, I be thinking like how you be thinking, but I be overthinking. I need to get more like this full faith in God is really refreshing. It's really refreshing. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes I got to remind myself to have that kind of faith. Because everything you said so far is like, nah, I just be, I'm gonna get it right back. And it's not in a cocky way. It's just a way of saying that, God got me. But of course, faith without works is dead. So you can't just be believing without putting some action to it. So you just got to get up, go get it, and work towards just the lens. Just the lens. The amount of work you got to put in for the lens itself, not to mention the camera and everything else. So I really think that's dope. How did you develop your audience or your consumer base when you started?
It really started from taking pictures of Marlon, to taking pictures of all his friends, to taking pictures of my friends for free. I just started taking everything for free. And then I did that for like 2 months for everything for free. And that's when more and more people started hitting me up, asking for pictures. And then when my mom and dad advertising me too, they passed some more church people started coming in, actually asking me how much I charge for stuff and all that. So then that's when it just started blowing up after a whole bunch of church people started hitting me up. And then word of mouth go out. then now the whole school know who I am and all that. Now they want pictures. Half of the church want to take pictures, and it just goes on and on. And then be people I don't even know, like that my parents know, that be hitting me up, be like, "Yo, you want pictures?" I had a person hit me up from Maryland the other day. It was like, "Yo, I just seen your work. I want some pictures." And they was offering to like come, like drive down to come take pictures and stuff. I was like, "That's crazy."
That is wild. So how did you, when you started developing these prices, how did you come up with your first pricing?
My first price was $5.
$5?
Yeah, that's after I went from free shoots. You know, all my friends. I ain't never want to like just charge my friends. So yeah, it was all my friends and stuff, all my friends. I was like, oh yeah, $5 for a quick shoot, and we just take pictures outside, like or in school. And they throw me $5.
How did you build from there?
Oh, I'm not.
No. That's exactly what I asked you. I'm rolling my eyes at the fact that you was only charging $5 for pictures.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it went from $5 to like $25 a shoot, and then it went to like $50 for like it went to like $50 and you'll get the whole shoot I took pictures of.
Yeah.
But I don't think I won't edit it back then. I just figured out how to get the pictures off my camera to my phone and I'll send them over. So then went from $50 to no edit pictures, but you'll get like 100 pictures of everything I took.
Yeah.
And it went to minimizing that to like $100 to where you get like 15, 20 pictures, and I'll edit all those, and then you'll get the rest all raw. But now you don't get none of the raw images. You just pick which ones you like the most, and I edit those, and then you get a lesser amount because it takes actually more time to edit the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back then I used to get mad because once I started editing, and I still gave them the raw images, they would post the unedited picture, and I'll be like, hold on, you reflected my work on the unedited side and not the edited.
Right. $5.
Now we trying to go up.
Yeah, slowly. Listen, that is very interesting because I'm looking at your pricing now. I mean, a lot of people would charge a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a heart like you do, and they would be charging a lot more. But you are being considerate of your consumer base while also still gauging, I know what my worth is, and slowly you do have to do things more for you because you can't keep doing this at the low prices and for free and the lookout and the cookout. So, man, that $5 and that $1,500 camera, all these numbers is just messing with my head. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'm gonna be 24.
I'm old. Let's put a pause right there. I'm old. I'm old. I'm old. And I know it. Like I watch Marlon sign his papers to go to school. I'm watching you. That was nuts. I cried. He got me too. I cried.
Yeah, almost got me.
Come on. You supposed to cry with me. You supposed to cry with me. Listen, I watched the video, and you know how you can like swipe out of the video. I felt the tear drop. I said, nope, and I just pushed it up. But I'm watching like all y'all grow up, and it's just really amazing. You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel old. But sorry, go ahead. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I just made a post about this recently too. That's what's crazy.
Oh,
in 5 years, I'm gonna be 24 years old. My Kobe year. And you know I'm gonna have to be a millionaire by the time I'm 24.
For sure.
Y'all heard it here first.
Listen, and this is where we get the exclusives. You know what I'm saying? InstaViews, welcome. So you already talked about a lot of this stuff, man. And listen, I'm so happy, man. Let's go to. I want to talk a little bit before we start wrapping this up, right? Kayla, Genesis, and you. This trio. Okay. Yeah. We see magic happen when this trio gets together. Okay. What is it about this group that makes the magic happen? What does everybody bring to the table, and how did this start?
I think it started off with, we all grew up in the same church together. Mm-hmm. So we all a family. And then on top of that, I trust them. And I trust them to do my creative. Like anytime I think of something creative, I go to them and to do it. Cause I don't want to I'm big on trying to keep my family on first, and then branch off to other people. Like
absolutely.
My family not working out, then I'll branch off to someone else. But I try to like make sure all my family eating first before I do something else. But yeah, so we really started off with doing like regular studio shoots. Like when I first got backdrops and stuff, I'd be like, yo, come on, let's take pictures. And that's when I found out that, first it was just Kayla coming over doing makeup for people and all that. And then that's when we found out that Genesis likes to model and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, hold on, Genesis is modeling. Come on, yeah, let's take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that first shoot, we was like, yeah, this is about to be the team, this is about to be the group. And we was like, we got to start coming up with more creative stuff. And after we did the Keith Powers and Ryan Destiny one,
that was tough.
I think when that's one of my favorite ones too. But after that, yeah,
because that went viral, didn't it?
Yeah, that was one of my first basically viral pictures.
Mm-hmm.
After Keith Powers and Ryan Destiny reposted that, Jane, I was like, oh yeah, we the wave right now. We can keep this going.
Yeah, that's tough. How hard is it working with family? Sorry, go ahead. Say what you was gonna say.
I was just saying it's more fun with family, like working with family. Not really like when I work with them, I don't really have no time frame like OD because majority of the time we work at nighttime when I'm done with everything. Mm-hmm. So it's like chill, more relaxed, more vibes. We just chilling, taking pictures, and then what we do after that, we already know it's gonna be fire.
Yeah, so, I love it because you know they all three of y'all humble. Genesis knows she can model, but she's humbler. Yeah. Than what Kayla is a bomb with the makeup, and then you bring in a bomb photographer. There's no reason.
Kayla too humble. I'm gonna need her to make that makeup page now.
Say it again.
Kayla, make your makeup page right now, bro. Bring that thing back because you will be tweaking.
Big time, like big. When I say Kayla's good at makeup, I'm not talking about just a regular. We gonna draw like a little wing, cute little thing right here. No, Kayla's bomb with a full face, and really could like have her own makeup studio.
Every shoot we did with Genesis, she done her face, and they be getting OD compliments. She just did one of my clients the other day's face, and my mom was like, "Hold on, who did your face? They did it good. They did it good." I was Kayla. She was like, "Oh snap, Kayla did amazing."
And she progressively, and she gets better and better. And Kayla that's a whole nother.
Oh, though, like she don't be advertising. I'll be like, bro, tighten up.
What do you do? Like, what do you do? Like, I'm ready to promote you. Once again, we had the Noah family thing, and we was like, yo, we gonna promote everybody. You know, obviously it didn't work how we wanted it to, but seeing how much potential was just in the chat itself, with you and with Kayla and even Genesis, and like, it makes me wish that I was back home. You know what I'm saying? Like that I was back in VA, and like I don't do no makeup, and I don't take no pictures, and I don't model. So I'm not sure what I would be doing back in VA, but I'd be assistant. I'd be even if I got to hold the little light, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Even if I could hold the little thing over the little thing right there, you know, I do that too. I'm just trying to support the family. You know what I'm saying? So let's wrap this up. How can you tell when a picture is that picture? Like, you know it.
I don't know how to explain that because it's like you just know after you see it. But majority of the time, like I'll like basically after the shoot, I'll be like, yo, that's a shot right there. Mm-hmm. But then I'll get confirmation from my mom, and she'll be like, yeah, that's a shot right there. Yeah. My mom big on modeling too, like advertising her brand and on what shot it will appeal to what audience and all that. Mm-hmm. So I'll confirm it myself, and I'll go with my mom, and I'll confirm it with Marlon, Alpadita, Maya, Genesis, Kayla, everybody. And I'll be like, what's your favorite ones out of these? And then I send them to my friends and be like, what's your favorites out of these? And whoever favorites the most thing, I usually pick that or whatever me and my mom think is like the go-to picture.
Yeah, that's tough. I love your mom. I love your dad too, but I love your mom. Yeah, they just good, dope people. What's your favorite part about photography?
Taking the picture and knowing I got the shot even if we didn't plan to get it. Like if we doing a shoot, I had a lot of these too. Like we doing a shoot and in my head, I don't feel like the shoot gonna go as good as it's supposed to, but we still get the good shot that ends up going like getting more likes than we expected it to. I'd be happy. I would go, yeah, let's go. Or when I start editing and I'd be like, hold on, this picture actually hard. Yeah. They get me up.
Is it ever the picture you think it's gonna be?
Majority of the time, no.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I don't really be planning the poses or anything. I just be like, this is the look we going for. Mm-hmm. And then we going from there. And then after I hit like a certain angle and the model has a certain pose, and I'd be like, hold on, this is hard. We can keep staying this spot right here. Get as many pictures as possible because this is like the hardest angle. And then that'd be it.
I love it, man. You making it seem so not easy, but seamless. You know what I'm saying? Like just really going with the flow, capturing it. You know it when you know it. And there ain't a whole lot of talking behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like just getting the job done. And I really think that that's just dope as hell. A young man just knows what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Got a good head on his shoulder. CL's very smart. Always been a good kid. like the whole family. So, you know, this is not surprising. Your answers are not surprising. Your vibe is not surprising at all. All you're doing is just putting it into the work ethic, which I think is very important and everybody can't do. You know what I'm saying? Is there a message you are trying to deliver through your photography?
Trust God at all times.
That's it. That's it.
And stay humble, because the people that don't be humble are the ones that get they give snatched from them.
Yep. And your mom your mom preached about that too. Is you know, if if you're not humble, you get humbled, and having that thorn in your side and that kind of stuff. And that's very, very true. It's very scary to think about too, man. Tips for people aspiring to achieve what you've achieved so far.
Like in photography, or just like
in general?
In general.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I would just say, write down everything you like to do, and then pray about it, and tell God that this is what you want to do. Give you a sign of what you're good at, and just do everything you can to figure out what's your purpose in life. So that's
yeah. That's solid advice. That's pretty much it, man. I don't want to keep asking the same questions over and over. Is there anything else that you would like to say to people, you know, in general?
Y'all follow me on Instagram at SellersMedia. Might want to book something right now because the price is about to go up again. Know your worth and trust God at all times.
That's perfect. You answered the questions I was about to ask you too. Go follow CL on SellersMedia. Very inspirational young man, a very dope young man. Good head on the shoulder. He gonna do you right. Just anybody that, you know, I recommend CL in general, you know what I'm saying? He just always do it. Last person asked me, like, I want to get my graduation photos done, and do you know what this experience is like? And I can honestly tell you, he's a flexible young man. He gonna get you in, he gonna get you out, and he gonna give you some ideas that even you didn't know was good, and he gonna catch you in the best light and in the best eye, you know what I'm saying? So go and support this young man. Go follow him at SellersMedia. I really appreciate you for CL for showing up. I appreciate you for just being a good, God-fearing young man, you know what I'm saying? This is more spiritual podcast, but this is the other side of me that, you know what I'm saying, if you don't know me, that this is me. A lot of things that CL has in his mind and the way that he thinks is how I operate on the day-to-day too as well, you know what I'm saying? And so I thank God for you. I thank God for your talents and for your family. And just this experience and this opportunity for people to be able to hear what you got to say from a young man perspective, just achieving so much at such a young age. So shout out to you, CL, and shout out to y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to go. I'm going to plug my own stuff. Go stream Random. Random is out right now. The music video is out right now as well on YouTube, as well as my IGTV. Go stream Random. Go stream Max. We got more quarantine vibes on the way. What'd you say?
Stream it all.
Stream all of it. Oh, just stream it all. Just put it on repeat while you sleep too. I want to say that I love y'all. For those that support, go ahead, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever, all MarcusJDestin. Go ahead, go follow me. We got more stuff on the way, more podcasts, films in black and white, InstaViews, more music is on the way. I'm doing everything because I'm bored out of my mind and I'm tired of quarantine, all right? So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, but y'all already know that, though. We out, baby. Peace.